Good morning, friends. Today we are going to do the trigonometric test solution. So there are some sums I have seen that you will need to revise, and we'll have a same test on trigonometry again. So we'll have this test solution for today. The first question is value of sine 60. Yes, so now this question is directly based on the trigonometric table that we have done. This question is basically very easy, provided you remember the table very well. So this type of question, value of any sine 60, sine 45, cos 45, tan 45, anything is asked. And the value of this table, sine 60 is how much? Root 3 by 2. Okay, so this question was easy based on the table. The second question was cosec 90 degree minus theta. So this is the relation of complementary angles. So cosec and sec is complementary. So this answer is sec theta. I hope this you will know because this is mostly theory based, theoretical, this question. Now the next question is where some of you have faltered. I don't know why you have faltered, but tan alpha is 7 upon 24 and we have to find the value of sec alpha. So this is the question. Tan alpha is 7 upon 24. We have to find sec alpha. Now in this third question, I will show you various methods. Okay, we will see both the methods, but what is the common mistake occurring here? When you see a ratio, it is the ratio of the sides. Okay, remember, it is the ratio of the sides. Clear? So, what you will do, you will draw a right angle triangle and call any acute angle alpha. So, this are 2 marks I might ask you, but what is the basic here? Tan alpha is 7 upon 24. Now, tan is opposite upon adjacent. So, if I call the opposite side say 7x, in the same ratio this should become 24x. Let me call the triangle ABC. Okay? So, tan alpha is opposite upon adjacent and sec alpha is hypotenuse upon adjacent. So, we know the ratio. So, this you have to revise also. Tan alpha is opposite upon adjacent, sec alpha is hypotenuse upon adjacent. So, here we are not given the hypotenuse. So, we will find the hypotenuse. Now, to find the hypotenuse, you have to use what? The Pythagoras theorem. AC square, the hypotenuse, is AB square plus BC square. Is 7x the whole square plus 24x the whole square. So, this is 49x square plus 576x square, which is 625x square. So AC square is 625x square. So AC will be the square root will be 25x. So first you have to find the hypotenuse, which is 25x. Now sec alpha is hypotenuse, that is 25x upon the adjacent, that is 24x. And when you cut the x, you get the ratio 25 upon 24. So here, some of you have, I think, have made a mistake. You have not taken the ratio in the proper manner. Tan alpha again, you draw a right angle triangle, you put an acute angle as alpha. Tan alpha is opposite upon hypotenuse, means in the ratio 7:24. Remember, this side is not 7 and this side is not 24. It can be, but it is in the ratio 7:24. So when you show the method, you take this side 7x, you take this side 24x, you find the hypotenuse, that is 25x, and then whatever ratio is asked to you, that you have to solve. This is method number 1. The method number 2 is, we have an identity 1 plus tan square alpha is sec square alpha. So 1 plus 7 upon 24 the whole square should give us the sec square alpha. So how much is this? 1 plus 49 upon 576 should give us the sec square alpha. Now 576 was the LCM, so we get 625 upon 576 equal to sec square alpha, which implies, what does it imply? Square root. So 25 upon 24 is our sec alpha. So this is the second method. Both methods are valid. You can choose whichever method you want. But the question should be clear. Right? So I have done this method using our normal method. Finding the three sides, two sides are given, the ratio is given. So the ratio of two sides is given. With the help of the Pythagoras theorem, I find out the third side and whichever ratio is asked. But this is a very good method because here you can find anything. But if tan and sec is asked, then we also know there is a relation between tan and sec, that 1 plus tan square alpha is sec square alpha. The value of tan is given. So this method is limited only if there is a relation existing between these two. This method is related only if there is a relation between these two. While this method is for any ratio whether they have or do not have a relationship. We saw they have a relationship but very complex. Here we are using a direct formula. So these are the first three sums, quite simple. Okay. If you have made a mistake, then kindly go through it, revise it again, because we are going to have one more test based on the same topics again. Now this is the fourth sum on the board, very simple sum. You have to find the value of sin 30 multiplied by cos 60 plus cos 30 plus sin 60. Now here, what is the basic thing you have seen so far? In the first three sums, you have to first understand the formula. I have been repeating again and again and again. Practice the formula properly and the trigonometric table. So I have given you one, yes, I sent you some pictures also of the table, but you have to learn this. Now sin 30 is 1 by 2, cos 60 is also 1 by 2, plus cos 30 is root 3 by 2 and sin 60 is also root 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4 plus root 3 into root 3 is root 10, it is 3 by 4. This is 4 by 4 and the answer is 1. So I hope many of you have got this answer correct, right? So this is quite easy, but you can see what you need to know here is the value. So any type of sum is asked, you have to only put the value and get the answer. The next sum is 4 into cot square 45 degree minus sec square 60 degree plus sin square 60 degree plus cos square 90 degree. So this is the fifth sum based on the same methods. But here we have a 4, so I think the 4 ends it is cot square 45. Cot 40 is cot 45 1. So 1 square is 1 minus sec square 60. Now what is sec 60? Sec 60 is 2. So we have got 2 square. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2, the whole square. And cos 90 is 0. So 0 square. So we have 1 square is 1, 1 4s are 4, minus 2 2s are 4, plus root 3 the whole square is 3, 2 square is 4, plus 0. 4 minus 4 gets cut, and our answer is 3 upon 4. So I guess this is very simple sum. So in these two sums, what you need to know? You need to know the trigonometric table and the values in the table. Now, if you put the values wrong, you might get the answer wrong. But if you put the values correctly, then there is no way you get this sum wrong. Okay? So I am recalling each sum for you. Kindly look through them properly and see whatever mistakes you have made. So this is the fifth sum. Now we move on to the sixth one. In this sum it is given to us tan 2 theta is cot theta plus 6 degree, where 2 theta and theta plus 6 both are acute angles. We have to find the value of theta. So kindly go through the video and revise each step how each sum is done. The test is basically covering all the type of questions. Now we know tan and cot to find theta. So we have practiced a lot of sums. Which method do we use here? We take the complementary relationship. Means to compare this angles, this both should be the same. Means tan has to be converted into tan here. So what is the formula to convert cot into tan? This is cot and a degree. We know that cot equal to tan, 90 degree minus theta. So what is our theta here? The whole degree, theta plus 6 degree. So understand this step thoroughly. There is a tan here and a cot here. So I convert this cot into tan. I know tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, or tan 90 minus alpha is cot alpha. So here my angle is this. So tan of 90 minus this angle. Now see, I have put the minus sign and I have put a bracket. Why I put a bracket? Very important. Because when the bracket will open, the signs will change. Now this both are 10. So the same ratio. So we can compare. So we can say that because of this, 2 theta can be written as 90 degree. Now open the bracket. Minus theta minus 60. Sorry, 6 degree. Okay, so 6 degree. I opened the bracket, the signs have changed. Now the minus theta comes on this side. So 2 theta minus theta becomes plus theta. 3 theta equal to 90 minus 6, that is 84 degree. Theta equal to 84 degree by 3, and that is how much? 28 degree. So you have to find the value of theta, and the value of theta is 28 degree. So in this type of sum, what you have to do, is it clear to you? Here we have to find the value of theta. So see the different sums and understand the method. In this sum, you have to change the cot into tan or the tan into cot. Either way, you can even say cot 90 minus 2 theta equal to tan 2 theta. So you can do it either way you want. If you don't want to change this, you can even change this. Let us do it and see what I mean to say. You can write cot 90 minus 2 theta. So what I have done, I have written the tan 2 theta as cot 90 minus 2 theta equal to cot theta plus 6 degree. Okay? So we get 90 minus 2 theta equal to theta plus 6 degree. Now to take the 2 theta this side and 6 on this side. So 90 minus 6 is 84 equal to 3 theta. Theta equal to 28 degree. Means you can do either way. You can turn the cot into a tan or the tan into a cot. The method is of your choice. Choose and you will get the answer 28 degree. So this is the next type of sum, the sixth sum. Now moving on. Okay, now the seventh sum. I have asked for 3 marks, but it is basically a very easy sum. You have to prove tan b plus c upon 2 equal to cot a by 2, where ABC are the interior angles of a triangle. Now only these two things are given to here, assuming that you will find the relation. Okay, and it is simple, you can find the relation. But the first thing is the step is the approach to this sum. What is the first step you will write? If you understand the approach to the sum, this is a very, very easy sum. But it should strike your mind, this is given a triangle. So what do you know about a triangle? In a triangle, A plus B plus C equal to 180 degree. Yes, so this is the step which should strike your mind. The sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now we want B plus C on one side. So we will write B plus C equal to 180 degree minus A. I took the A on this side because I only want B plus C. And it is B plus C upon 2. So B plus C upon 2 equal to 180 degree minus A upon 2. Okay, not to forget to write this. So if I separate it, I got 180 degree upon 2 minus A upon 2, that is 90 degree minus A upon 2. So after solving this, I get B plus C upon 2 equal to 90 degree minus a upon 2. I have to find 10. So I take 10 on both sides. So 10 of b plus c upon 2 equal to 10 of 90 degree minus a upon 2. But what is 10 90 minus theta? 10 90 minus theta is cot theta because it is a complementary to cot. So this becomes cot a by 2. Okay, so 10 b plus c upon 2 is cot a by 2. So here this sum is also very easy. The only thing we should strike your mind is, because a, b are here interior angles of a triangle, a plus b plus c equal to 180 degree. If you follow that step, then the sum is quite simple. Okay, this is the 8th sum on the board, but I am sorry to tell you there was a error, typing error in the sum. The sum is cot 54 degree upon tan 36 degree plus tan 20 degree upon tan 70 degree minus 2, and this is not tan 70 but it is cot 70. So there is a error in the sum, typing error. So we will give you grace marks for this sum, but then I think you will know how to do this sum, right? So kindly recall this sum, the test paper, there was a typing error in the paper, okay? It is not tan 70 but cot 70. Then you will do the rest of the sum. We have this cot 54 degree and tan 36 can be written as cot 90 minus 36 degree plus tan 20 degree, and turning cot into tan, we have got tan 90 minus 70 degree minus 2. So this is cot 54 degree, 90 minus 36 54. So cot 54 degree plus tan 20 degree upon tan 90 minus 70 20 degree minus 2. So this gets cut off, becomes 1 plus 1 minus 2 equal to 0. So the error is related here, it's a typing error. So this 10 is supposed to be cot and the answer is 0. So this sum you may not get the answer, but I will give you grace marks for this particular sum. Okay, so you know the method. So if you know the method, then this is the typing error, so you are supposed to get your grace marks, but this is the sum which we will do. Now we have to do the last two sums, the 9th and the 10th. Okay, now in this 9th sum we have to prove, I have not written here, it is to prove, the sum is to prove sin theta plus sec theta the whole square plus cos theta plus cosec theta the whole square equal to 1 plus sec theta cosec theta the whole square. Now first we pay attention to the right hand side. This is a plus b the whole square. Now what do you know what is a plus b the whole square? It is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Means to get this you have to get 1 square plus 2 into sec theta cosec theta plus sec square theta into cosec square theta. So first is the right hand side. To prove this you should get a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now here the sum is only in sec and cosec, and here the sum is in sin, cos, sec and cosec. So either we should convert the sin and cos into sec and cosec, we can do that also, or we should convert the sec and cosec into sin and cos, because to do the sum you will have to either do something. Okay, so I will try the method of converting the sin into cosec, because here the sum has only got sec, cosec and 1. So I will give it a try. Let us see if it works out or no. Otherwise we can change the method. So sin theta is 1 upon cosec theta plus sec theta plus cos theta is 1 upon sec theta plus cosec theta the whole square. Okay. Now what will you get here? You will get cosec theta into sec theta. So sorry, this is a square here. So you will get cosec theta into sec theta, but a cosec theta remains in the denominator, and here a sec theta remains in the denominator. So will it be easier to solve? I don't think so. This will be, if you work it out, you will get the answer, but maybe in some longer steps. So we will not do that. We will make it simple. How? We will convert the sec theta. So I will write here sin theta plus 1 upon cos theta the whole square plus cos theta plus 1 upon sin theta the whole square. Now please know this. Okay, understand this. You can write sin as 1 upon cosec or sec as 1 upon cos. I am keeping the sum in sin and cos because sin and cos I know we know all the identities, but this will make the sum easier, I guess. Now open the bracket. So what we get here, a plus b the whole square is a square plus 2 into a into b, that is 1 upon cos theta into sin theta is this, plus 1 upon cos square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 into cos theta into 1 upon sin theta, this cos theta upon sin theta plus 1 upon sin square theta. Okay. Now here I will pair the things up according to need. So what is sin square theta plus cos square theta? That is 1. So I got the 1, sin square theta plus cos theta is 1. Here I take the 2 out common from both. So if I take out 2 common, what remains in the bracket? Sin theta upon cos theta plus cos theta upon sin theta. And here, what do I get into the bracket? 1 upon cos square theta plus 1 upon sin square theta. So far so good. I will get 1 plus 2 into, if I take the LCM I get sin square theta plus cos square theta upon sin theta cos theta. Same way, if I take the LCM here I get sin square theta plus cos square theta the whole upon cos square theta sin square theta. So what do you get here? 1 plus 2. Now what is sin square theta plus cos square theta? 1 upon sin theta cos theta plus, what do you get here? 1 upon cos square theta sin square theta. I hope you have followed the steps till here properly. Okay? Now I will continue on the top. I am taking out the sum. So what do we get? 1 plus. Now 1 upon sin theta cos theta. There is 2 outside. I put the 2. Now what is this? 1 upon sin theta into cos theta. We can write 1 upon sin theta into cos theta equal to 1 upon sin theta into 1 upon cos theta. This can be written. But 1 upon sin theta is cosec theta. 1 upon cos theta is sec theta. So 2 sec theta cosec theta. This we got. Plus the same way 1 upon sin square theta into cos square theta can be written as 1 upon sin square theta into 1 upon cos square theta. So this is, what is 1 upon sin square? Cosec square. This is sec square. So it can be written sec square theta cosec square theta. So what did you get now? A square plus 2ab plus b square equal to a plus b the whole square. So the sum is proved. So making it into sin and cos makes our step easier. But look here, after we did this step, the written sec theta is 1 by cos theta, writing cosec theta is 1 by sin theta, I first expanded both the brackets. Then I did sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. In these two things, I took out the 2 common and wrote here, and here I took this in a separate bracket. Then I did the LCM here, simplified it and got the answer. So this is how the 9th sum was done, and it carried 4 marks. The 10th sum is also prove that sum, 2 separate identities. Here is sin theta upon 1 minus cos theta is cosec theta plus cot theta. Okay? And here we have got tan theta plus sin theta upon tan theta, minus sin theta equal to sec theta minus 1 upon sec theta plus 1. So these two sums are given to us, and we will see the approach. So here you have to convert things into cosec and cot, and here it given 1 minus cos theta. So what you can do here, is from a chapter number 1. We learned about conjugates, right? What are conjugates? We learned in the chapter real numbers. If a minus b is a number, then a plus b is the conjugate. So we use the same technique here. We have got sine theta, you got 1 minus cos theta. So I multiply and divide by 1 plus cos theta and 1 plus cos theta. So understand this step thoroughly. What I did, I was given 1 minus cos theta, I took the conjugate 1 plus cos theta. Now if I multiply the denominator, I also have to multiply the numerator. This is a very important step. It is called the conjugate. And why we can use this? Because we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So 1 minus cos square theta equal to sin square theta, 1 plus cos square theta, yes, and 1 minus sin square theta equal to cos square theta. Now what we do here? Sin theta into bracket 1 plus cos theta. I keep the numerator as it is. And here I have got a minus b into a plus b is a square. 1 square is 1 minus cos theta into cos theta is cos square theta. Now I keep the numerator as it is. And I know 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. So 1 sin theta and 1 sin theta will get cut. So what remains? 1 plus cos theta upon sin theta. I will write this as 1 upon sin theta plus cos theta upon sin theta. 1 upon sin theta is cosec theta and cos theta upon sin theta is cot theta. So here in this sum, I hope you have understood it fully. The only thing is the conjugate method. Okay, and this last sum, the question is in 10. Here it is in sec, but we will not do, we will go to the simpler method. What we will do, we will convert the tan into sine by cos. And let us see where does it lead us. Otherwise, we need to change the method. Tan theta is sine theta upon cos theta plus sine theta upon tan theta. Sorry, no, tan theta. We will write sine theta upon cos theta. Minus sin theta. If you take the LCM, what do you get? Sin theta plus sin theta cos theta upon cos theta, the whole upon sin theta minus sin theta cos theta upon cos theta. Now this gets cut and we are left with this, but it is nowhere near to our answer. But what else can be done here? The sin theta can be taken common in both. So we get sin theta common. So what do we get here? 1 plus cos theta. Below if we take sin theta common, what do we get here? 1 minus cos theta. Right. Now the sin theta gets cut off. So we are left with what? We are left with 1 plus cos theta upon 1 minus cos theta. Now, if we divide the numerator and the denominator by cos theta, so I get 1 by cos theta plus cos theta by cos theta upon 1 by cos theta minus cos theta by cos theta. What is the final answer? 1 upon cos theta is sec theta plus 1 upon sec theta minus 1. So I think there is a mistake in the sum here, again in the signs. The sign size should have been as it is. So we are getting sec theta plus 1 upon sec theta minus 1. We have to check the signs again because tan theta, the question is as it is. Tan theta plus sin is on tan theta minus sin theta is sec theta, the question was given. But let us check our steps again. Sin theta by cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta minus sin theta. Then we get sin theta common, we cut the cos theta off, we take the sin theta common, then we got a plus on the top, minus at the bottom. Dividing by cos theta, the signs are remaining the same. Now let us see if there is an alternate method to it. No, this is only the correct method and this is the answer. So there was also printing error here, typing error here. So I'll give you grace marks in this sum also. So we are done with the test solution. Now we are going to have one more test on trigonometry a second time. Kindly go through these sums. Okay, you have got your test paper with you. Compare these answers with your test paper, and wherever you made small mistakes, wherever there was a typing error, you can ignore that typing error. But otherwise, where you have made small errors, kindly try to rectify the errors. We have got a trigonometry test coming up very shortly again. So I think one more test, now you will do very good in the test, because now I think you have understood the whole concept of the chapter. Right? So one test for the trigonometry is new to you. It only started this year, so this is a new concept for you people, but we will do more practice and it will get better. So kindly go through this solution, okay? Compare it with your test paper. Kindly compare with your test paper and just rectify your mistakes. We have a test coming up again, so I hope you will do well in that test. I am going to end here. Thank you.